Hello, fellow Virgos, and welcome to my page, The Wright Guidance. My name is Lisa, and I'm here to bring you the first half of January love reading for you. We will be working with two decks to bring in any information that your angels and guides feel is necessary for you to hear. You can take what resonates, leave the rest. We will work with the Romance Angels by Doreen Virtue, and then my handy dandy love pack, which is hello Blair, which is like my favorite deck to use, especially when it comes to love and romance. Okay, now I would invite you, for those of you who are partnered already, you can also watch your partner sign and see what sense you can make of the relationship as a dynamic. Okay, even the person that you're interested in, if you're looking for some clarity on maybe how they may be feeling about you. And I'm gonna actually ask that as well. Okay, so first I'm gonna ask your angels and guides what you need to know for the first half of January, and then I'm gonna conduct how does this person feel about you with the cards as well. Okay, so I'd love feedback. This is a new feature on my page, so let me know what you guys think. A thumbs up if you like it. You can give me a thumbs down if you don't, and subscribe if you like the content to help my little page grow. Thanks, guys. So I'm gonna put the camera down so that you can see me shuffle on camera. All right, so this is the Romance Angels. Okay, so I'm going to ask your angels and guides to please bring in clear and accurate guidance that I can easily understand and translate for you for your first half of January. So what do my fellow Virgos need to know for January? Clear and accurate, please. All right, I'm making it very clear, actually. Like this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. Okay, and then let's use the love pack. Okay, so this is just what you need to know for the first half of January, and then once we talk about these cards, then we will talk about how the person feels about you. Okay. Okay, so just these three, and I will raise it. You're stuck with seeing me again. All right, so let's do the Romance Angels first. As you can see, I kept the cards face down because I do channel in the messages. I hate labels, but I am a medium. I'm a psychic, whatever. All right. So your first message that's coming in is for you to flirt and extend your lighthearted energy. That's what the card says. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. But I think it's just about making yourself visible, making sure you feel good in your own skin. Okay, making sure you dress for success, dress for putting yourself out there. Not going out looking like you're going to Walmart. Making eye contact with people. There's so many people who walk around the world with their head down, not confident. So do what you have to do this first half of January to feel confident, to look at people in the eye. I don't care if you're at the mall, I don't care where you are, because you never know where you might meet someone. This is also for those of you coupled. Listen, you still have to flirt. You still have to date. You still have to do those things to nurture the relationship. You can't expect to have a wonderful relationship if you don't put the energy and the time in. And you should absolutely be sending. You can send those flirty type of text messages to the partner that you already have and make them feel good. Tell them how you feel about them. Tell them they're a sexy beast. Tell them whatever it is you want to tell them to make them feel good and to make them blush, because there's nothing better than sending something midday to make someone feel like, you care and that, you just want to make their day. All right. This is a very, very interesting card. This is the card of religious factors. And this could mean for a lot of people who are, say, in a relationship, maybe not at the full throttle of commitment yet. You could be, concerned about dating someone who's maybe not the same religious background as you. And the thing is, I'm in Canada, right? But this is, sorry, phone's on. You're going to be met with people of all cultures, and that's what makes North America so beautiful. And I understand that we have people who watch from all the countries. I see my analytics, but I think you being concerned about what your parents might think, or you being concerned about what other people might think, it matters what you think. And I think being curious about other people's religion and absolutely partaking. I go to any church. I don't even care. I make myself very comfortable because I think I'm just curious about what other people's beliefs are and what their cultural celebrations are all about. So maybe you can remain curious and just trust the divine. And if they have brought you together with someone who has a completely different cultural background to you, I'm just going to keep saying, remain curious. And who gives a shit what other people think? Like, honestly. All right. We have the card of codependency. Yeah. And I hate the bottom of the card because it does say addictions are affecting your romantic life, and really codependency. Yes. I mean, it can mean so many different things, right? And sometimes, you know, for me, I know in my past, I have been codependent on making sure that everybody else is taken care of except for me, and making sure that my partners especially have gotten all their goals and this and that. And I think sometimes you can be very codependent on, you know, making sure you pay attention to everybody else except for yourself. And this could mean that, you know, you have a codependency, like something more serious, like a more serious addiction. And if your partnership, for those of you in partnership, you know, who are maybe struggling with a partner when it comes to maybe finances, or maybe one does, you know, have a drug problem or an alcohol problem, I think it's just about, you know, being clear and having open and honest, clear communication. And this can mean even with a new partner. For those of you who constantly go back to the same old scenario, your guides are like, you know, knocking on the door, you know, hello, McFly, have you paid any attention here to the repeat of patterns? And you should be making sure that you are totally healed and that you are free from any sort of addiction or tendencies to enter into the same old relationship time and time again. So I think it's about reflection and making sure you have open and honest, clear communication. You could even talk about the weaknesses you have with a new partner and just say, you know, I want to make sure that I don't enter back into that old pattern of behavior because it's just so familiar. So you want a new partner, especially who calls you on your shit. I would love nothing more than that. Someone who knows exactly how to talk to you and knows how to, I don't want to say put you in your place, but I think all of us need to have someone who can like call us on our shit. And I think if you need to call your partner on some shit, then do that the first half of January. If you need to call, you know, them to call you on some shit, just ask for open and honest and clear feedback. I want to move on from that because I don't like that message. Okay. Okay, this is the card of separation, which could tell me that, you know, those of you who are maybe single or are put in a situation could be separate from the partner that you do want to be with. And, you know, this could mean obviously some couples who are together are actually separate and are living that way. And, you know, your guides are like, listen, what are you learning about this time? What are you cultivating in yourself during this period of separation? Maybe some of you are actually making plans to leave a relationship and are in the separation process. And again, it's about learning about yourself in that process and in that space that you are being given. It's actually a beautiful thing to be given separation from somebody because it allows you to reflect on yourself, rebuild your self-esteem, put your self-care right at the top priority. And that means your mental health, meditation time, seeking counseling for those of you who might need it, talking to someone, depending, especially if you carry a lot of burdens and you have a lot of stress that's on your mind, you might want to learn to deal with that so you have really great coping mechanisms. And I think this is just can be such a great time, even though it's not such a great message. Okay, so some of you who are deciding to leave maybe even a long-term relationship, you know, in this time and space, you can decide, like, is that the right thing for me? Is this what I want for my future? You know, can I work on the partnership? Is the partnership worth working on? Do I want to go back to that? Can we change that relationship's dynamics? And only you can answer that, right? I think you have to have, you know, maybe some time with someone who's a facilitator, talking to the both of you to make sure that, you know, this is the right thing for both of you moving forward. I'm going to leave it at that. Okay. Yeah. Playfulness, which is very, very similar to the first card you got, which is, you know, the card of being flirty and being playful. And I think, you know, going back to being a couple like you guys first were, for those of you who are coupled, and going back to dating and making yourselves a priority and maybe going away for weekends and getting someone to watch your kids for those of you who have them, and just making your relationship the priority. Because, you know, if one of your partners is, you know, I was married to someone who literally played every sport and was gone a lot because there was a lot of commitments that he took on even before we had kids, and just kind of kept keeping on. And no matter how I vocalized that I needed help, I had 3 kids within 2 years, and it was hard. And I worked, I still had a career, and, you know, he ended up losing me. So, you know, you want to make sure that, you know, you guys are keeping it current, keeping your relationship a priority, and listening to your partner. If they're asking for attention, they're making it clear. Okay, so making your relationship a priority, getting other couples, maybe going away for a couples weekend and just making that priority. Okay, I'm going to get to the love pack cards, and then I'd like to see how your partner is feeling about you, or a current partner or an interest is feeling about you. Okay, we'll ask the guides to be clear. Okay, so I hate when they make me deliver these type of messages. Some of you, well, you know, see me giggling. This is a card of betrayal. So for some of you who come to, you know, sources like a YouTube platform to listen to people like myself, and if you have a curiosity about your partner, perhaps stepping out or talking to someone else, if you were looking for confirmation, I guess you got it. We also want to make sure that, you know, if you're the one that's betraying a partner because you are talking to someone else and you have a curiosity about someone else, or if you're looking if the grass is greener, that's something you have to look at, and you have to go inward and really figure out, you know, is it because I'm really out of love with someone else? Is it because I'm really done with that relationship and it is time for me? Because maybe your heart is craving being loved. Maybe you are looking for that excitement, but you have to make sure that, you know, if you really feel separate, like for me, when my marriage was done, I was done. And you know, we were still together for 2 more years, but you know, when it's done, it's done. And, you know, to me, we come here and we have contracts with people for a certain amount of time that, you know, in this earth school. So if you feel like you're done and you are on the precipice of like betraying or stepping out, don't hurt someone in the process by them finding out you cheated on them or anything like that. It's a terrible thing to do to somebody, but just like really take those proactive steps to go inward and figure out like, what is it I want? Again, talking to a counselor about this, getting some actual professional help if you need to. But, you know, for those of you who have a partner, and some of you may have a partner who has, maybe you already know that they've stepped out on you, you know, and maybe some of you are even staying. I see some of you, my guys are like, no, some of them are staying in that actual relationship. And every situation is so incredibly personal. If you can, you know, get the help that you guys need and go back to, you know, being able to be flirty and playful and dating and recapturing your romance, then, you know, if that's something you want to do, then good for you. I couldn't. But, you know, if that's something you want to do, then great. Get that actual help, and then just go back to dating and start your relationship with a clean slate. Really important. Beautiful, beautiful message. Dream come true for especially my singles. You know, if you were looking for a new partner and you're putting yourself back out there, it's, you know, possible that you're going to have a wonderful partner who knows how to give to you. So you can give, they can give, you'll have equal give and receive, you'll have balance. Number one thing you want in a relationship, open and honest and clear communication, being able to be vulnerable with each other, and, you know, having that balance. Okay, so this is a wonderful, wonderful message. Congratulations. Even for my couples, you making your relationship an absolute priority this first half of January, and go back to dating and bring romance into your life in whatever way you can make that happen financially. You can turn your relationship into like a dream come true. And the thing is, it's worth it. Love is worth it. So singles, get your arse back out there to find the partner that you are absolutely worthy and deserving of. And if not, those of you in partnership, you know, priority, priority, priority. Okay. Okay. So, sorry, they're talking. 1 second. Okay. How am I going to deliver this? Okay. I guess because I'm a Virgo too, right? Us Virgos, we tend to be very alpha. Okay. And it's us girls too. Okay. And do I want to be with an alpha male? Yeah, I do. I don't want to be the alpha in the relationship. I often find myself in that situation though. Because this is a card of control, right? And here's the thing is, like, when we implement we're very structured people, right? We're planners, we're structured, we have a goal, we're good like that, right? But that's us. And it would take a special partner to get us and to be okay with going along with our plan. But your relationship shouldn't have control. And there's the possibility. So what the guides were saying is that, you know, your partner doesn't want to be controlled. Your partner might be more spontaneous. And I am actually very spontaneous. I'm not very Virgo in a lot of those things. I like to just like go, get in the car and just like wherever we go, but I'm going for adventure. So, with the control, it's like, you know, look at yourself, really look at yourself and say like, have I been really pushy? Have I tried to call all the shots here in this relationship? And some of you might find yourself in relationship with someone who's constantly calling the shots and dictating to you. And this is, again, we're going back to the open, honest, and clear communication with that partner to say like, this doesn't work for me. Or you could say to your partner like, I'm sorry if I have been super controlling in this relationship and very dominating, and I don't want to be that way. And I want us to have balance. So go back to being balanced, go back to being vulnerable about how you feel and why you feel you need to have such control, right? Because sometimes we want something to be perfect. And I know for me, I can only speak for myself, but like, I'm like that. I like to make sure my I's are dotted and my T's are crossed, and I plan my week and you know, like I already have all my meals cooked for the week. Like I'm like, right? So that's, there's no, those type of things you can control. But other than that, just try to be open and remain curious to life and let it unfold, and let your partner call some shots too. Okay. So now I would like to ask how the partners feel about you. Okay. And I'm not quite sure how I want to do this. I'm just gonna trust. Okay. I'm just gonna trust. We're gonna work with both decks. Okay. So I'm gonna ask. Okay, I'm gonna actually put it in 3 piles, okay? And I want you to decide which pile is yours, and then that's because there's too many differentiated. Okay, so 1. We're gonna do 3 piles, okay, guys? 2, 3, and we're gonna put a love packer. How does Virgo's partner or potential partner that's interested in them as well or not? They'll tell you. All right, what do we need to know? Okay, we're going to piggyback off those cards, please. Oh, they want me to pick 2 for this one? Okay. Alrighty. Card pile 1, 2, and 3. All right, kids. Ready? That's how they feel about you. Card pack number 1. You got the flirt card again. Okay, so the partner wants to, or maybe you guys are in that flirting stage, or even for my couples, go back to, again, being flirty. Send those cute text messages. Tell them you're thinking about them. Tell them how you feel about them. Tell them what you think is sexy about them. You know, encourage, you know, maybe send a text message about what you're going to do tonight. Catch my drift. But you want to, you know, my singles, you want to, again, put yourself out there so where you feel confident. Again, your image, make sure you like the reflection you see back. Dress yourself so that you look people in the eye, because you just never know where you're going to meet someone. But the person is interested in you and they are flirting with you. So pick up on that, or maybe send that flirty message to them and see how they respond. And so the piggybacking, it's like 10:44 in the morning, and you know, I'm south facing in my backyard, so you can see the light changing on my face, so I apologize. This is the card of receiving. So your partner is going to be receiving this flirtatious stuff from you, and this is you know, giving to them. Okay, so if you're interested in them, maybe they don't know it and they're not getting the hint. If you're a girl, I don't know. I think I don't know. I don't think you should try to, again, I don't want you to send out that dominating message asking them for a date, because you want to let the guy, if a guy's not interested in you, you'll know, right? But I think just do the flirting thing, and then, you know, be ready to give, you know, it could be a compliment, could be something that you're giving them because they're receiving something from you. Okay, so you're just gonna have to let me know how that plays out. I just don't want to say anything else because I don't want to influence you in any way, but I would just like be flirty, you know, even with your partners. For those of you in partnership, you know, giving to your partner, absolutely. And that could be something like taking them away for the weekend, planning their favorite meal, cooking together, doing something to give to them. How do you give love? I don't know. Our love languages are all different, right? All of us individually. So whatever your love language is, if you can give to your partner, they would happily receive that from you. Okay. Now, package, card package number 2. Oh, wait. Damn it. All right, so we did get the betrayal card in the card pack before, right? So the deception card is someone's wearing a false mask in the relationship. So for those of you, some of you could be getting played by someone. Someone could be pretending to be available and they are not. It's like, thanks, guys. My first video, too. Yeah, so someone's wearing a false mask in the relationship, and then some of you, your partner could be deceptive. They could be betraying you. You could be deceptive towards, but because I'm asking like how this person feels about you, that person is wearing a false mask in the relationship, possibly, or you are, towards them. Maybe they believe something about you that could be false too. Okay, let me see what the other card is. Okay, interesting. Interesting pack. Interesting. I think you're just going to have to ask questions for those of you who are interested in someone if it's not an actual commitment. Yeah, because someone's pretending to be something they're not, or they're putting on a show, or they're pretending to be single and they're pretending to be available and they're actually not. The other card you got though is responsiveness, and this person wants you to come closer, right? So this is you both being interested in one another, and this person's open to being in a relationship with you. I think the other possibility with this card is maybe this person, in order to win you, say for example, they think, see how cute that card is? They might think that they have to pretend to be something they're not in order to get in your good graces, to get your attention. And maybe, they are afraid of taking it further because they're afraid of what stories they've already told, and maybe, they're not 100% the truth. And the thing is, I love that song by Shania Twain, That Don't Impress Me Much. I don't give a shit about status and things like that people, if you're successful, good for you. If you're well off, good for you. If you're not, what can you do? Can I help you, to get to your dreams? Again, I don't want to go back to my codependent ways of doing that, but someone could have tried to impress you and they've overdone the story. Okay, that's a possibility because they're obviously, Jesus, the light, they're obviously interested in you. So you're gonna have to let me know in comments. I will absolutely help you to put this puzzle piece together with your independent story. I'll leave my email in the comments as well, and you guys can reach me there too. Okay, now for the third pack of cards, attraction. So absolutely mutual attraction between the two of you, and this is about enjoying some romantic time together. So the person wants to have, romantic time with you. You want to have romantic time with them. There's obviously a mutual attraction with this card, and your guys are like, they want you to enjoy this moment fully. So you've got to take the initiative. The guys who are watching this, of course, if it's towards a woman or, even in same sex, I guess in same sex relationship, it wouldn't, I don't know. I don't know how those relationship dynamics work. You could absolutely tell me, but I think like you want to let that person know that you are totally into them. For those of you in those type of relationships, but for a guy, girl, let the guy take the lead for sure. Oh, nice. So those of you who got the package number 3, remember I pulled two of the love pack cards. So, that person's obviously attracted to you, but love is absolutely on offer. Okay. And now the lighting is always going to change in here because I do have spirit. I have a lot of spirit here. So sometimes they go in front of the screen too because I can see them. Okay, so love is on offer. Again, people in partnership already. Your partner is absolutely still attracted to you if you're curious about that. And there's love. There's absolute, authentic, committed love in this relationship or in this relationship's potential. So if you were curious about the potential, does that person feel the same way about you? Yeah, so far. I haven't seen that third card. But love is absolutely, on offer, or by coming together with this person. Like there's probably no better card in the deck for that one. Okay. They want, so the The other card that came with that one is be careful about being needy, or, you know, I'm listening 1 second. Okay. Oh, okay. Now I get it. I was like, what the hell? All right. So see here, I'm just going to show you the picture. See here, one person is walking out and the other person wants the person to stay. Okay. This person, or one of you in the relationship's dynamic, could be leaving a situation, but the partner wants you to stay. And this person could have a hard time detaching from a marriage. Maybe they're getting divorced. Maybe they're in separation, because we got the separation card in the first part of the reading, right? There could be that part of the relationship's dynamic where, you know, the person isn't free yet. Yeah, they might not be freed to start that love relationship, but you guys already have the attraction. And the thing is, you have to give that person the time and space to do that, right? So if it's guy girl and the guy's going through that, he's obviously attracted to you. There's going to be, you know, that love going forward, but it could be that right now they're in a partnership where they're trying to leave a dynamic. So that could take time. I'm not good with time to tell you how long that's going to take, because this is just a general reading. Even if it wasn't, I'm not going to be good at helping you with that. But I hope this has helped. Let me know in comments. Again, my email will be in the description to give me feedback as well. So all the best for your first half of January, Virgo. Take care.